Thanks. If you think it's hot outside, imagine how your dog feels with that fur coat. County Animal Services are getting more and more calls of owners leaving pets in hot cars. News Channel 8's Ann Yeager is live in Northwest Portland with that story tonight. Ann?
Joe, when it gets this hot, do not leave your pet in the car. It doesn't matter if you parked in shade or if you have plenty of water inside. We rolled up shortly after lunchtime when Animal Services was at this location. Neighbors complained that this pit bull was left in the car for 2 hours. Officer Nicole Cherry with Animal Services found out it was 94 degrees inside the car. So we waited, and sure enough, the dog's owner showed up wondering what the fuss was all about.
It's in the shade.
Still, this is going to be 105, 107 degrees today. What are you thinking?
You got water, got food in there, it's in the shade.
Well, I think people are just under a misconception that it's okay, that parking the car in shade and providing the dog with water is going to be enough.
This guy told us he was planning on leaving the dog in there for, get ready, a few more hours. She could have died. He was given a $100 citation. New at 6. As a pet owner, you probably have the questions. Do I leave him outside? Do I bring him inside? We'll have all of the answers coming up at 6. Back to you.
And thanks. We'll see you then. You can go to kgw.com in the meantime for ways to cool down. There's a list of pools and cooling centers, information on the excessive heat warning, share and view weather-related photos, and our poll about the ideal summertime temperature. It's all at kgw.com.
It's just after lunch and well above 100 degrees in Northeast Portland. Police are called to this car where neighbors complain this pit bull has been here for 2 hours. Officer Nicole Cherry with Animal Services tests how hot it is inside. 94 degrees. It's in the shade, there's windows open, but still Officer Cherry moves to get the dog out of the hot car.
Come on, baby. It's okay.
Heat can be a killer if you leave your dog in a hot car.
It's like a greenhouse in there. Within 10 minutes, it can be way over 100, 150 degrees, and so it can be too hot for any kind of pet.
So what else should pet owners know? Vets say animals are fine outside if they are in the shade, have plenty of water, and not running around everywhere. Doggy daycares are booked with pets. Back to Northeast Portland, we wait and wait for the owner of the pit bull, and lo and behold, here he comes.
It's in the shade.
Still, this is going to be 105, 107 degrees today. What are you thinking?
You got water, got food in there, it's in the shade.
Actually, there's only a slight amount of water inside the car. Get this, he tells police he was planning on leaving her in the car for an hour and a half.
So I just said there's nothing wrong, she's all right.
Sir, animal control is here. Animal control is here. Do you think that everything is all right?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
But it's not fine with Animal Services. He gets a $100 ticket. He proves to us he has water. Too bad it was in the trunk.
I think that that's a very irresponsible mindset, and I think that he won't be doing it again.
He's ordered to go straight home.
Yamhill County woman is charged in the death of her dog.
It's really quite a story. Our heatwave team coverage starts with K2's Anna Song live in Sheridan. Anna, the sheriff's department says this was heat-related.
That's right, Steve. Deputies say they found this 3-year-old pit bull named Zeus in the backyard of this family's home on Monroe Street in a manner that deserved a criminal charge.
The family that owns Zeus claims he was well cared for, played with every day, and given plenty of food and water.
He was a very good dog. You filming this? Good. The dog was not neglected.
Jeanette Bell is charged with animal neglect after Yamhill County Sheriff's deputies in animal control responded to a concerned neighbor's call. Deputies say they arrived Monday finding family members cooling off in their above-ground pool and their dog, Zeus, dead inside his doghouse, lying in his own vomit just 30 feet away. Deputies note the dog's chain was wrapped tightly around his neck, restricting his access to water outside his doghouse.
Cops told me to keep him on a chain because he's a pit bull. I keep him on a chain. Now I'm getting a neglecting ticket.
You know, she took care of her dog. Her dog was a part of the family. You know, the heat is extreme. You know, what can you do?
He was poisoned. He was bleeding out of his mouth when I buried him. You don't bleed when you're having heat exhaustion.
Oh, God. I suppose probably because I gave him some scraps.
Neighbor Beth Wolf says multiple days have gone by when Zeus didn't have water. In fact, she says she reached over the fence and put a couple of the water pans next to his doghouse out of concern for the animal.
I felt ashamed to think that I didn't do something more for the dog, and to let the dog go the way it did and had to die in this heat.
Now, the family says they have buried this dog already in a neighbor's backyard. They are not planning a necropsy to prove that it was poisoned, but they do plan to fight the animal neglect charge. Back to you.
Anna, any history here with animal control?
Well, animal control tells me they have been out to this house just once before. That was for an unlicensed dog issue, but not for an animal neglect charge.